Hi all, I hope this video finds you doing well. Welcome back to my channel. If you're new here, my name is Jessica, and if you're coming back, hi, welcome back. I wanted to sit and kind of do a tips video, like 5 tips, 10 tips, whatever, but I didn't number them and I have no specific order, but I wanted to do this and my heart felt like it needed to be done right now. So this is what we're doing. I'm doing how to survive deployment during the summer. So as you know, if you are a current subscriber, my husband is deployed. He's been gone since January. He gets back next month and I'm so excited. But I will tell you that this has been the hardest thing we've ever gone through in our life, in our marriage, in the kids' lives, in my personal life. Like, oh my goodness. But at the same time, it's been like the best thing for us ever because we have grown as a family. I feel like just, the constant communication that we always try and when they're here, when your spouse is here, you don't really think like making time for them and the clear communication is needed and all of this. But when they're gone on the other side of the planet, you never want to miss a call. You never want to miss a text message. You make time for them because you never want to miss a chance to communicate with them. But along with that, with all the texting that goes on, you learn how to be a little more clearer in your communication and a little more transparent in your communication so that nothing gets estrewed, because the worst thing ever is to have a long distance fight. And honestly, still, just like if he was here, it's not both of us fighting, it's me fighting. Because my husband does not fight. He's just okay. I don't know, I can't explain it, but he's the best non-fighting person ever, and it's usually just me that is mad and keeps myself mad and all that. So this has been great for personal growth and communication and growth in our marriage, and we realize now where we have needed to grow and what we need to work on when he's home and he finally gets home and we're together. I wanted to talk to you real quick while I have a couple minutes before I have to go pick up the big kids from the library. They had a movie matinee today, and that's really nice because I can drop the big kids off. And this movie was Mary Poppins, and it's almost 3 hours long. So the baby came home and actually took a nap. Oh my goodness, crazy. Good afternoon. So anyway, these are just tips on how to survive a deployment, especially during the summer months. Number one, one of the biggest ones is find your support group, find your prayer warriors. And this could be a play group, this could be a church group, this could be MOPS, this could be a Bible study, this could be just you and your closest friends, this could be family, anyone that you are comfortable with to share yourself with and to share prayer requests with and your needs with and your hard times with and your good times with. And the nice thing about playgroup and MOPS is they entertain your children also. But I had MOPS this spring, and it was wonderful to just go and drop my kids off and drink a hot cup of coffee and have a breakfast that I didn't have to share with anyone. It was awesome. We also have church, and people are constantly checking in on us, texting me to see if we're okay. We have a gentleman who's done some work around the house for us. They came and shoveled our snow for us, and I didn't have to think about that. And a couple of the ladies from church have offered to take my kids. A couple of them have taken my kids for just a couple hours. And you know what I've done during those couple hours? I've cleaned. Because you don't understand. People are like, you had a couple hours to yourself and you cleaned? I'm like, yeah. You have no idea how good it feels to be able to clean without babies under your feet, or following behind you every step of the way. It's crazy. So get your support system, find a support system, find your prayer warriors. I have family from one coast of the United States to the other and everywhere in between, and friends all over the place that are praying for us. And you can feel it. When you need it, you can feel it. And I have several people that I can go to with more personal requests, and just when I have a hard time. One, I have walked into church on Sunday mornings on several occasions just sobbing. And they're quick to hug and they're quick to pray and they whisk my children off to Sunday school and it's just awesome. So please, please don't think that you can do this alone. You need someone. You need someone, at least someone, if not many people. See, I have find story times at your local library. We started going to the library, and our library has a reading program for the summer. They do story times for babies, for Pierce's age, and for Phoebe's age. They have these movie matinees. They have a sensory story time that's different than the normal story times. It starts out with story time and then we go outside and they play in paint and water and rice and foam and wood chips and those water beads. And it's like crazy, messy fun outside the library and they totally love it. We have been living at the library most of the week, every week since the middle of June, and it's wonderful, and the ladies are wonderful, and the kids get some social interaction. My little ones get the social interaction, and they love it. They love it. So try and find some kind of program, whether it's your library program or what, that you can get involved in and have something to look forward to. Along those lines also, we have been going to every VBS that we can, and honestly, it's only been 2 so far, but that gives the kids something to look forward to, and it gives me some reassurance that they are getting some Bible if I'm lacking. We've recently started a devotion every day, and our church has started a Bible memorization. So Ty is actually memorizing Romans 12:9 through 21 through the summer. Each week they add on the next verse, and the girls are moving from 2-word verses to 12-word verses throughout the summer. So they get another word. It's not the same verse, it's different verses, but like the first week was 2 words, the second week was 3 words. So along those lines that we're doing at home, Vacation Bible School also gives them something to look forward to that is fun, kind of reiterates the Bible, Bible, Jesus, God, love, respect, like all of that I would like them to know. And except for the baby, I get 2 hours of no big kids. And like today, what did we do today? I think today we just came home and I FaceTimed John and watered my plants and sat out on the deck while the baby played with the dog. And it was wonderful. So that gives them something to look forward to, that yay, we get to go to another VBS. And it gives me something to look forward to. And it takes up time during the week. And it's wonderful. Another thing that I suggest doing is, if you can, try and get them into at least one extracurricular activity. So back in April, was it April or May? Maybe it was May. I started the kids in ballet and karate. And Ty loves karate and he is stuck with it. He really doesn't want to try anything else right now. I might make him later, but he really likes the karate, so we've stuck with the karate. The girls did ballet and they weren't quite sure about that, so I had them try gymnastics, and they go bonkers for gymnastics and they love it. So every month I kind of pinch money and pay for them to have their gymnastics class and their karate classes. And that also, Ty's karate classes is twice a week and gymnastics is once a week, and that gives them something to look forward to, because you go from one gymnastics to the next week and oh my gosh, it's already time for gymnastics again, and that really helps the calendar move faster. I also have Join Your Spouse's Units Facebook support group. So I kind of have gotten off Facebook personally, but I still have an account for my groups. And one of my groups is his unit has a spouse support group on Facebook, where if you're part of his unit, the second unit that also deployed is also part of it. And it's where you can they announce events at the different bases, and they announce special deals that are going on, and just like insurance stuff, kids stuff, sales, how to handle, different things while they're gone, and then a lot of base events. And we haven't been able to go to any of them because we live so far away, and they have never matched up with when we have been close to a base. But it's nice to know if your if your spouse's unit has a spouse, if your spouse's unit has a spouse support Facebook group, oh my goodness, it's good to get on there, and then you can all connect and know what's going on. And his commander is actually part of it, so she gives out little reminders and, hey, everyone over here is doing great, and we hope you guys are doing great, and all of that. So that's neat. I kind of already covered have a trusted friend take the kids so that you can clean or read or nap or go get a coffee or just drive down the highway or whatever. That helps a lot. I just cleaned. I cleaned because I feel a lot calmer when I have a clean house, and it's a lot easier to clean without kids. Stick to a routine, and this is a lot easier said than done, because I just now, let's see, second week of July, got into a routine, and even then it's very, very loose, and it's basically, you know, just have a routine, kind of like a schedule, nothing rigid, but something that your kids kind of know, okay, this time of day is when we do this, and this time of day is when we do that, and just so that you can kind of not feel like everyone is going in every direction all the time. And that's how I've spent the last month and a half, and it sucks. So try and get yourself into a routine, even if it's simple. Breakfast is at this time, lunch is at this time, dinner's at this time, bedtime's at this time, and that's kind of what we do. Ours is more breakfast, go play outside before it gets hot, lunch, quiet time, nap time, movie time, dinner time, bedtime, that kind of thing. And it does not always work that way, but at least you can try, right? So make a countdown. So we actually have a wall, and I think I've put it in some of my videos. I don't think I've done it recently, but we have a wall that has a picture of Daddy, a world map, a clock to show what time it is where he is, and a countdown. And the kids get to change the countdown whenever they think of it. Sometimes we go a week without changing it, and sometimes they're asking Alexa how many days are left every day. And so it's just white erase, and they can change it when they want to. Let's see. That also goes with the deployment station. I also have a folder that is mail for Daddy, and we haven't really used that too much because they get to FaceTime with him all the time and text him all the time. But when they do think of him and they do have pictures that they want to send him or a card or something, they slide it in that folder and it goes into the next box. But that's one thing, is have a mailbox for Daddy so that they can make stuff for him and send stuff to him. Another thing I have that kind of goes along with the routine and schedule thing is I have a whiteboard calendar in my dining room, and I change it every month, and I write down every possible thing. So I write down the story times at the library, I write down the VBSs, I write down the movie matinees, I write down gymnastics and karate and church, and Thursday is trash night, and Sunday we have to pick up the yard because the lawn care comes on Monday, so we got to pick up the dog poop, you know, and Daddy's days off so that we know when he's going to be off and when we can talk to him a little bit more, and just expect a different kind of schedule for that. And they really like that because then they can see what's coming up without having to be on my case, and they can add stuff if they want to. They can see people's birthdays, and kind of they have a little more calm because they also know what's going on. They're not left in the dark. I already said have your kids make cards and letters and pictures and send them. That's always great for them because they're doing something for Daddy, and great for Daddy or Mommy, depending on who's deployed, to receive them, because it's very encouraging. Even if you FaceTime all the time and text all the time, it's still nice to get some snail mail every once in a while. Also, don't stress about holidays and birthdays and anniversaries. John is missing, I think, 4 out of 6 of our birthdays and our 10-year anniversary. And of course he missed like Easter and Mother's Day and Father's Day and all of that, and 4th of July. Don't stress about it. If you can FaceTime your spouse, as close to the holiday as possible, do that. If you can FaceTime them on whoever's birthday it is and have them sing happy birthday to you while they blow out the candles, or just say a special happy birthday, do that. John was very good about sending out birthday card and Mother's Day card, and for me, it's just, and we were able to FaceTime on Pierce's second birthday. So that was super fun, and just don't stress about it. You can't do anything about it, and it's not worth it. And if it's really that big of a deal, celebrate when they get home. But honestly, like, birthdays to our family aren't that big of a deal. So we will celebrate the next birthday, which is October. So yeah. And then also meal plan if you can. And I suck at meal planning, so I think I've only done it like 1 week. But if you cannot meal plan, Costco or Sam's Club is your friend. Unfortunately, we eat a lot of fish sticks and chicken nuggets and those pre-made peanut butter and jellies and chicken wings and all of like the frozen section that you can just pop in the oven and not think about. Or if it's something that I can put in the Instant Pot, we can do that. Or, like that. So don't feel like if you're not on top of your game with cooking and eating meals that it's horrible. It's not. I have cooked an actual meal maybe a handful of times while John has been gone, and the rest of the time it's just easy, fly by the seat of our pants, get the kids fed, keep them fed and healthy. If that means that we just snack all day and don't actually ever eat a meal, that's what we do. Like, it's not worth your sanity to worry about 3 meals a day and however many snacks and all of this. It's not perfect. It's not. And if you get the meals in and you can meal plan amazingly, great. Awesome. Teach me. But if you can't, don't stress about it. Don't stress about it. And my number one that is also easier said than done is have grace with yourself. Seriously, God did not put you in this situation to watch you fail. He knows what part of life you're in, what your life is like right now. He knows your struggles. He's not going to give you a deployment on top of it knowing you're not going to make it. That's not his plan at all. It's going to be hard. Oh my gosh. Everything is hard though, but this is going to be hard. Have grace with yourself. If you have a bad day, the next day is a chance to restart. Go to your children and apologize and cry and hug them and kiss them. And just restart. Hit the restart button as many times as you need. Have 10 cups of coffee during a day. Just as long as everyone is healthy and fed and clothed and has a roof over their head, have grace with yourself. Because God has grace with you, and He knows what your life is like, and He didn't do this to you to watch you fail. He did this to bring Himself glory because He is sovereign and He knows, and turn to Him always and ask for forgiveness from Him and ask Him to help you. I am constantly praying for strength. I have really grown a lot during this deployment spiritually. It's crazy, but have grace with yourself and have grace with your children. This is hard on them too, even though they don't know how to communicate it and they might not show it. They know daddy's gone, and they know this is hard, and they know it's hard on me, and they say every once in a while, I want daddy home. So it's hard on them too. So have grace on yourself and have grace on your kids, and sometimes just survive. Make the best of it and try your hardest, but some days it's all about just surviving. Even if the house is a mess and the laundry isn't done and no one is in clean clothes, it doesn't matter. It doesn't. So I hope you guys enjoyed this video. If you did, please give it a thumbs up. I love talking to you guys about this kind of stuff. If you have any other tips that I didn't cover, put them down below so we can add them and other people can know about them. And if you're new here, please consider hitting that subscribe button and that bell next to the subscribe button. And we will talk to you all later. Have a great afternoon. Bye.